So, back in March of 2019, I filmed a video that kind of explained my daily routine in the pandemic. And it was just kind of to reset because I wasn't used to having a routine at all. So, I just wanted to show you what that new routine looks like. I start my morning off at 6 a.m. and I have my temperature taken. This is part of a general health thing and also regarding reproductive health. I'm not going to get too far into the details about it, but I do that. And while it's syncing, I take some time and just look at social media, check things, and I go ahead and do Wake Out. Wake Out is an app that has basically like little 1 minute long workouts that you can do that just get your body moving. I really like to do them first thing in the morning and sometimes when I'm sitting at my desk because it just like feels nice to move sometimes. From there, I drink whatever is left of my water and then go ahead and make my bed. First thing in the morning, I really like to go ahead and brush my teeth and wash my face. I've found that if I try and do it at night, a lot of the time I'll be too tired, and so I just don't. It's just better for me if I do it in the morning. I won't have enough time to realize that maybe I'm too depressed for self-care. The habit tracking app that I use to track all of this information is called Tangerine, which is a really strange name, but I'm able to mood track from there as well. I don't use that function as much. I really like to use mood notes for that, but I do track it because it shows like if I finished all of those habits that day and my mood was really good, maybe I can see a direct correlation. I am most definitely not by any means any kind of like influencer. I do not start my morning off with lemon water. I think that it is very gross. So I start my morning off with coffee. I also go ahead and oil my roots. This is a Tuesday practice. I don't do this every day of the week, but since I'm trying to grow my hair out and have learned that it is not straight, much like my sexuality, I'm trying to take care of it better, so this is me doing that. The reason I'm brushing it out is because normally I either put it in two braids or put it up in a bun whenever I oil my roots. I think that doing this process as well as brushing it out allows the oil to reach my ends. However, I do go ahead and oil the ends on Wednesday nights because I wash my hair on Thursdays. Before I go to bed each night, I lay out my clothes for the next day. That makes getting ready a lot easier. I also go ahead and open up the blinds and turn on one of the two sun lamps that I have. This helps me wake up a little bit better. Any leftover water in my big water bottle goes in the smaller one with the straw. I've found that because it has a straw, I'm more likely to drink out of it and I enjoy that. So I make sure that I have that next to me for when I finish my coffee. Because this is a Tuesday, I'm getting my nutrition books out so that I am ready and willing to study when the time comes because I am going to get my nutrition cert by the end of the year, even if it kills me. Okay, well, not even if it kills me, but anyway. I then go ahead and use my Fitbit Sense to meditate. It has a functionality on the watch where it senses the things going on in your body temperature.
Hi, this is Andrew. Welcome to your gut.
Yeah, the goal for 2021 is for Andrew and I to be on a first name basis. All of my lights are pre-programmed, so at 6 a.m. the main lights in the bathroom and bedroom slowly turn on to full brightness, and it takes 30 minutes to do so. Then at 6:30, all of my accessory lights turn on, so the LED lights on my bookshelf, that lamp that's next to me, those all slowly turn on or immediately turn on depending on their brightness levels. And then I get to studying. I am someone who is a morning person, and I am focused really, really well in the first 2 hours that I'm awake and before I eat. So I usually spend the first 2 hours of each workday either studying or working on work projects, whatever is most important for that day. I have individual tasks scheduled out for each day for me to focus on in those first 2 hours, and I found that routine is really, really helpful for me. And if I didn't have it, I think I would just hyper-focus on something completely unimportant. My dad makes me breakfast usually around 8 to 8:30, and by me, I mean we both have breakfast together and he just happens to cook it. It works really well for me because it means I really only have to focus on lunch. Then I go ahead and make my second cup of coffee after drinking a water bottle refill, at least one. Never stress about how much water I drink though. I refill my water bottle a lot, so that's refill number 1. Refill number 2. Refill number 3 required that I refill the big water bottle, just so we all know that water bottle holds 40 ounces of water, so I drink a lot of water. I fill this up 3 times a day. Part of my getting my health back on track means making a promise to myself to move for at least 30 minutes a day. So you get to watch me do bad Just Dance dances to Blackpink in 6 times speed. That's great. Love that. Why am I so awkward? For lunch, I usually have either a salad or a protein shake. This kind of depends on whatever is available in the house at the time. Obviously, for this day, I had a cookies and cream protein shake from 1UP. They send me samples with every time I order anything from them, including protein, so I just use those sample packs until I'm out of them. I also have frozen fruit from H-E-B. I just use all of the banana ones for this specific protein shake because strawberries in a cookies and cream shake just seems weird. I just wanted to chime in the day in the life clear your shit video restart video, I guess. This is the best thing I've ever purchased. If you are somebody who has object permanence issues, then you also know that if your tasks are not something that you can directly see, you're not likely to remember that you need to do them. So this is just a plastic thing that attaches to your monitor, and it has a tray where I could put my phone if I wanted to, but I don't. And I use a big sticky note and put little sticky notes depending on the category. So this is YouTube, this is all Instagram, so I have the books that I need to take pictures of. I need to caption my Instagram post, I need to film an Instagram reel, and once I've completed each one I can rip them off, but at the end of it I can just take that entire sticky note off. So say I film these 3 videos, all at once, I can just take the entire sticky note off because that category is done. And then anything that's like not multiple tasks, it's just the ones like I need to review this book and I have a meeting at 9 with my manager, then those are like their own separate entities, and so they get their own sticky notes. And whenever that's done, I just rip it off. But this is how I remember important times and stuff, because again, if it's not directly in front of my face, I'm not gonna remember it. So this is how I do it. Then I have a little afternoon snack because I get unfocused at the end of the day. I'm not an afternoon person or a night person, so I need a snack to keep me going. After I get off work, I figure out what I'm doing for dinner. So either my mom cooks or my dad makes something, or we order, or I cook. And today was one of those days where I cook. So Modern Table makes a lot of gluten-free foods that are high in protein. I'm someone who really struggles to get protein, especially since I used to be a pescatarian and I plan to go back to that. The chickpea pasta is really, really helpful in this instance. My evening routine sometimes changes. It depends on what's going on and who's cooking. If I'm the one cooking, I do it immediately after work. If anyone else is cooking or ordering, then I will take that time to play video games or catch up on reading or whatever it is that I need to do at the end of the day. But I try my best to step away from the computer the minute I clock out, because otherwise I will get stressed out. I also like to add the beefless ground Gardein stuff to basically everything. It adds a lot of carbs and protein to whatever I'm eating and helps me get those nutrients in. Also, it adds that texture to like spaghetti and stuff that you miss when you give up red meat. So once I'm done eating dinner and hanging out with my parents, I go ahead and close the blinds and I gather up anything I need to go take a bath. I try to take a bath every night during the winter time because it helps me add moisture into my skin and keeps away the depression, the winter depression scaries. I couldn't tell you any science behind that or anything, but I found that it helps me sleep better and I just feel better when I do it. Also, I don't know what's wrong with this candle, but I can't get it to stay lit. Like, I still can't get it to stay lit, even after this video. I like to take this time to do some extra self-care, so I often will put on a face mask or eye mask, kind of whatever happens to be available to me. And then I will use, it's not a jade roller, I think it's like rose quartz or something. I definitely don't think it's real, but I use that and put it all over my face. I actually have a cosmetics fridge. You guys fell there, sorry. I have a cosmetics fridge that I keep that in, and so it's very cold and feels very, very good. We're seeing if it helps with some of the water retention in my face, but who knows. And then there's my bath. I'm watching Chelsea Trevor, which is very much not book related at all. So this is when I normally would play video games, but I actually got kind of a later start on everything with the bath and taking a little longer than planned. But from here, I'm just like clearing out anything in the queue on my other computer. So this is like to-do lists and that kind of thing. I keep them up on my personal computer and look at them at the end of the day to make sure that I'm good to go. I also set new to-dos for the next day. This is sort of to test my memory because it's been really bad lately, and yeah, I know that might not make sense to other people. From there, I really like to sit down at 8 o'clock and start journaling. My journal only has about 4 pages per date because it's a 3-year journal, so it's actually really quick. This is how I log my mood, whatever book I'm reading, and whatever's gone on that day. I also, if I've set a percentage goal for a book, I go ahead and read to make sure that I get to that percentage goal before the end of the night. And then I read Vampires Never Get Old. At this current time, that's what I'm reading. My plan is at night to read 1 chapter of a book every single night before bed, and then finish that book out at the end of the month because of the chapters, and just kind of to slowly enjoy something. So in this case, it's an anthology, and I read it story by story. If anyone wondered, I'm reading Gideon the Ninth here, also. At 8:30, my lights are set to slowly dim from 100% to 0%, and at 9 o'clock, all my lights turn off. So I try and edit footage from the day, if I have any available, get whatever technology stuff I need done, because once those lights are off, I have to be off of technology. That's really important to me. The only exception to that is my Kindle. So once the lights are off, I can take the Kindle out and read on the Kindle until I fall asleep, but that's it. No phone, no iPad, nothing. I try to be pretty strict with this. My friends know that they're on the exception list, but this is how I get enough sleep every night. And that's it. I go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to step back and breathe, unclench your jaw, and take a break today.